So good afternoon everyone. We are Group 3 and today we will present our research, which is a qualitative analysis of the obstacles faced by grade 11 students in acquiring practical research competency. So let's start in chapter 1, which is problem and its background.
Practical research is instrumental. Grade 11 students are expected to develop research skills. Many students struggle with understanding research concepts. Research is often seen as difficult as stressful. The background of the study is explain the content, problem, and the reason for conducting research.
Next.
Statement of the problem. Main problem. Grade 11 students experience challenging in learning practical research. Research question. What difficulties, what challenge do students encounter? What factors contribute to these difficulties? How do challenging affect attitude, performance, and confidence, and what coping strategies do students use?
Next, let's go to electrical framework.
Contract, contractivity, learning tool, experiential learning tool. Conceptual framework, challenging difficulty, understanding research, lack of confidence, limited resources, language barrier, effect, attitude, academic performance, confidence in research, coping strategies.
So in overall, conceptual framework shows the challenges and the effect and what are the coping strategies grade 11 students use in practical research. Next, we have assumption.
Grade 11 students experience research difficulties. Students answer honestly. Challenging affect learning and confidence. Students use coping strategies. Statement. This study has no hypothesis. Reason.
Hypothesis, this study does not have a hypothesis because it is qualitative in nature. The research aims to understand the experiences and challenges of grade 11 students in learning practical research.
Next is significance of the study.
Significance of the study are expected to give benefits, barriers, in this research. Significance of study are expected as students, teachers, school administration, curriculum developers, and future researchers. Students, it helps become more aware of common challenges in practical research. Teachers can improve teaching strategies and materials. School administrators, the study may serve as basis for developing programs. And curriculum developers may provide valuable input for enhancing and practical research technique. And last is future researcher can serve as reference for the future researcher.
Next, let's go to scope and delimitation.
Scope and delimitations, grade 11 student, practical research subject, delimitations, qualitative approach only, limited to selected students. Scope and delimitations, it focuses on grade 11 students who are currently enrolled in practical research subject. So now, next is definition of terms. Practical research, research subjects, and senior high school. Research skills needed to conduct research and qualitative research. Research using non-numerical data. Research challenges, difficulties faced by students, and coping strategies, ways students deal with difficulties. Definition of terms to make the study clear and easier to understand. Practical research, a subject of senior high school that exposes students in basic concepts. And research skills required to effectively convey of research. Grade level students currently enrolled in senior high school taking up a practical research subject. Qualitative research, this type of research that aims to interpret the experiences and learning difficulties, challenges encountered by students and comprehending research concept. Research challenges, difficulties, or challenges encountered by students and learning and performing practical research. Coping strategies, actions, or ways used by students to cope with overcome. And last is academic performance, the level academic achievements of students in practical research as shown and their output. Confidence in research, the level of self students have in their ability to understand.
Now let's go to chapter 2, which is review of related literature. So let's start in foreign literature and studies. So systematic analysis by Creswell notes that the research improves problem-solving skills. And next is beginner challenges, which studied by Frankel and Wallen argue that the research requires higher order thinking, which is difficult for beginners. And next is competency gaps by Al-Hamdi found that lack of training and confidence are primary obstacles globally. So, in overall, our research is grounded in both global and local perspective for the foreign literature. We found that the research education is vital for systematic problem solving, as noted by Creswell. However, experts like Frankel and Wallen explain that research requires higher order thinking skills that can be very difficult for beginners. Furthermore, Highland points out that many students struggle specifically with organizing ideas and using formal and academic language. In terms of foreign studies, Hamdi discovered that a lack of training and self-confidence are major hurdles for senior high school students. Bokar also identified that international students often face significant difficulties in data analysis and research design. These global findings show that the obstacles we are studying are experienced by students all over the world. Now, to discuss how this issue manifests within the Philippine context, I will turn the floor over to Brennan.
Now we have local literature and studies. In Philippine context, Corpus and Sarandanan said that they emphasize research for independent learning. It said that research activities help learners develop independent learning and problem-solving abilities. That is why practical research competencies is important for every student. Second is Aquino 2016 and Garcia 2018, which they said and claimed that Filipino students struggle with research formats and formulating problems. That is the main reason of the gas students of common struggles. Research issues by De La Cruz 2019 highlighted that a lack of resources and experience affects competency acquisition. It said that students who are lacking critical thinking skills and abilities may affect their learning and growth.
Next, let's go to chapter 3, which is methodology.
Research details. Research design or logistical design qualitative
So for chapter 3, we use a qualitative research design, specifically the phenomenological approach. This allows us to deeply examine and describe the life experience of students regarding the obstacles they face. This study was conducted at Pangalangan Senior High School, where grade 11 students are currently taking the practical research subject. This setting was ideal because it provides direct access to the specific student population required for our objective.
Participant and data source. Participant 79 grade 11 students. Sampling purposing. Sampling selecting those with direct experience and research tasks. Data types. Primary, individual, interviews. Secondary, books, journals, and related studies. Moving on to our participants, we gathered data from 79 grade 11 students who were willing to participate in the study. We used purposive sampling to ensure that our respondents were those with direct hands-on experience and acquiring research competencies. For our data sources, we utilized primary data gathered through direct interviews with our selected participants. Secondary data collected from books, journals, and previous studies to support our findings.
Next, let's go to instrumentation and procedure.
Instrument, CMN structure, interview guide, data analysis, thematic analysis, reviewing responses, grouping similar ideas, identify common themes, ethics, voluntary participation, confidentiality, and the right to withdraw at any time.
In instrumentation procedure, as for our research instrument, we use a semi-structured interview. This allowed our participants to express their opinions and perception freely, while staying aligned with our research goals. In terms of data analysis, we employed thematic analysis. This involved reviewing all interview responses and grouping similar ideas together to identify the common themes that represent the student experience. Finally, we strictly followed ethical standards, ensuring the participation was voluntary and that all the student identities remain confidential. And that's all. Thank you.